to NorCal Sports Network on a sad day as we lose the great Willie Mays, 93 years old. Rest in peace, Willie. And it brought in Marty Lurie tonight, who has met Willie, has some stories to tell us about Willie. And it's going to be a good night of just some Willie stories. I don't have many Willie stories. I saw him for 5 years, from 68 to 73. When I started following baseball as a 7-year-old and at 68, but got to see him play, and the highlights of him, unbelievable. But Marty, we got Marty here, and I know he's got other commitments, so we're going to get right to Marty. Go ahead, Marty. Tell us. Thanks for joining us, Marty.
Well, no, I'm glad to be on with you. You know, you hate to be on occasions like this, but for me, getting to know Willie was one of the highlights of my life. As you guys know, I'm the kid from Brooklyn. Going to Ebbets Field, watching the Dodgers play against the Giants, seeing Willie get no hit by Carl Erskine in 1956, and I said, Willie, I was there. He says, no, I think I got a hit. I said, no, you didn't. It was a no-hitter. So we always had little jokes going on between us. Really, it was so nice to know him. But for me, to be the kid from Brooklyn, to get to know Willie Mays, no one had that on the bingo card, believe me. That script wasn't written. But now I'm in Alabama right now. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm here for the game on Thursday night, the tribute to the Negro Leagues, and really a tribute to Willie Mays. He was the last one that they could do that for. And of course, now he's passed, but I am here for that game. And I was at Rickwood Field tonight. Now, I wasn't there when the announcement was made, but I was at Rickwood Field and stood there at the field and looked out at center field where he had played as a kid. And I also went to the Negro Southern League Museum today, which was the first league that he played in. And his dad would drive him up to Chattanooga to play for the Choo-Choos in the Negro Southern League, which was a minor league. And the Black Barons, Piper Davis and the others, saw him play there and convinced Willie's dad to let him play for the Black Barons, but only on the condition that he stay in high school, which gets me to the man.
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, this gets me to the man who Willie became, and now I understand it. Being here in Alabama, seeing the Fairfield Industrial League and reading about it today at the Southern League Museum, I understand why he wanted to get his diploma. When he went to the Black Barons, Willie was, in high school. And the teachers would say, well, if you could go on a road trip, but you better write an essay about the city you went to. And he would do it. He was a serious student. He was committed. He was committed to his family. He was committed to his father, to his mother, to his aunts. And he was committed to education, which we see now with his foundation and the Willie Mays Scholars who are here, who went on the Civil Rights Tour today and will be part of the event on Thursday night as well. But the thing that stuck out to me was that Willie wanted to get his high school diploma, and the Black Barons were playing that night at Rickwood Field, but he didn't go. He wanted to be there with his high school class to get his diploma, and he did. And then the next night, he went back to the Black Barons and hit a 3-run homer. And he was a senior in high school. And he played for a little bit longer. And eventually the Giants came in with the money, and he shared it with his aunts. And of course, the Black Barons received some money too from Horace Stoneham when he was signed by the Giants. But my point is this: when you watch Willie the player, and he was outstanding. He was a nice man. He had a good heart. He had a good heart, and that's how I got to know him. We would sit in the clubhouse before the game in spring training, and he'd sit at his table, and people would come up and talk with him, and they'd be afraid to talk to him, and he and I would go back and forth, and he'd quiz me. He'd say, "Give me the lineup of the 56 Reds." and I'd give him the lineup, and I'd come up to Ray Jablonski at third, and I'd say, Ray Jablonski, and he said, how do you know that? And then, of course, he chose me to be his interviewer in the different shows we would do. So I really got to know him. He was good to my family. He was good to Heather. He was good to Bonnie and Evan and Aaron. He was good to my sponsors. He just knew the moment. He knew how to rise to the occasion. And on top of that, he was the greatest baseball player who ever lived.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know
and
what?
by the way,
He was that kind of player.
That's right.
For me to talk to him about his moments on the field and for him to recount them, I couldn't believe it that I was actually doing that. The great catches that he made. And, I was a lawyer, and he would tease me and say, can't you ask better questions than that? And I'd say, look, we knew you had this catch all along. You've been milking it for 60 years. It wasn't that hard. And we would go back and forth like that. So, Willie Mays, the man,
yes,
was special.
Yes,
he was special.
And and I'll say this: a lot of people don't realize this about Mays's career. The big thing was in the day, back in what year was it that Aaron broke Babe's records? It was in
73, wasn't it?
72, 73.
72, 73. Let me tell you what the record, if Willie, let me just show you something, guys. See that year, 1954? He missed all of 1953 and only played in 34 games in 52 because he was drafted. He missed out on a good 60 homers, probably more. He came back after not playing for a year and a half and hit 345 and belted
let me tell you something.
41 homers.
The numbers mean nothing. They mean nothing. He could have hit 800 home runs. He could have hit 900 if he played in the ballpark that was conducive to hitting home runs. He had to change his stroke in the Polo Grounds because Leo DeRocher wanted him to go to right field. So he went to right field and he won a batting title. But that's the kind of player he was. So the numbers mean nothing. See, here's the thing about Willie. Think about this. Willie was playing with tough men. Now, we know that as we've focused on the Negro Leagues and Oscar Charleston and Piper Davis and Bill Greason and all these different players. Now, Willie was him as a 10th grader.
As a child, yes.
And this is now 1946, 47, 48. He's in the World Series against the Kansas City Monarchs and the Homestead Grays. 49, and now 50. He graduates high school, and then he goes to Trenton of the Eastern League. Well, this wasn't just a 19-year-old rookie, a raw rookie who says, gee, Ma, I'm away from home. He was not. He was ready for the big leagues when he was at Trenton. So you have to remember, he was ready as a major leaguer as a kid. His time in the Negro Leagues were his minor league times, allegedly. But he was really playing in the majors.
Yeah.
So he hits, 350 at Trenton, and then he comes back the next year. Leo wants him to start the season, but Horace says, no, we're going to send him to Minneapolis. And now he's hitting 477, and they bring him up.
Yeah.
And he was now 20. He was 20, but he wasn't like a typical rookie 20. Right. He was a man at 20. So my point to you, Dan, when you show those numbers, this was not a kid.
Right.
Yes, he would have had 40. He would have had 45 in the 2 years that he missed.
Oh, he would have had 60 plus more.
Yeah,
than
but
just
so the numbers, they don't matter.
But then, like you said,
he was. But thank God he did go in the Army because that's where he learned the basket catch.
Yeah. Wow. And then you talk about the ballpark, playing in Candlestick and then in the Polo Grounds. I think he would have hit 800. I really do. I mean, he was he's the original. When you think of five tools, you think of Willie Mays.
Come on, he probably had 6 tools.
He probably had 7. He
Look,
could.
Look,
he
if
was.
they tried to pick him off at first, and it was a
He'd
wild
steal
pick off,
second.
he would score.
Yeah.
He would score.
He would tell me the story when Art Mahaffey of the Phillies tried to pick him off. The ball went down the line. He says, "I scored."
Yeah.
Harry Callis. I interviewed Harry Callis, and I said, "Harry, what was your favorite moment in baseball?" Watching Willie Mays score from second on a single. Watching Willie Mays score from second on a ground ball to short.
Yeah.
Willie Mays did those things, and we don't. It's not in our consciousness now because we didn't have ESPN then, and we don't have all the highlights that we have today. But as Dan says, and Eric, as you say, when you saw him play, you were watching the greatest player who ever played because he could do everything. And I used to say to him, I lived in Florida in the 60s, and I didn't get to see him play, and I didn't get to see Giant games. If we saw a game, it would be, one game. I used to say, "Listen, I couldn't see you play. Were you any good?" I say to him, "Were you any good?" And then he would start laughing, and then we would talk about the All-Star game. And Bob Stevens wrote it. The All-Star game was created for Willie Mays. And that's the best measure of how good he was. He was the best of the best. He owned the All-Star game. And Walter Alston, the story, Dan and Eric, I've told you, would say, "Willie, what about the lineup?" And he, what he would say? He'd say, "Walter, I'll lead off, Aaron second and Clemente third, and I don't care what you do after that." And that's the way they would do it. So Willie was unbelievable. And in later life, he became even bigger. Let's face it. When you go to the ballpark, what's the address?
Yeah.
24
Willie Mays Plaza.
Yep. Come on. Where's the statue in front of the park?
In front.
He is San Francisco baseball, and he is the greatest who ever lived, but he was a good man. And that's the thing. He was a good man, and he's done so many nice things for young people because he loved kids. Because
he had a soft heart for kids.
He was that kid.
He loved kids.
That kid. He was the kid on the bus. He was the kid chasing the bus. If he was late for the Barons, he would have to chase the bus. He was always that kid. And they called him the Say Hey Kid.
Yeah, when we were, I was a kid. I must have been 10 years old, probably 11, 71 or 72, one of his last years with the Giants. On an off day during the season, Big Five Sporting Goods in Concord in the summer, sitting outside, he's sitting at a table. We were all lined up, bunch of kids. It must have been, I don't know how many kids, but I waited a couple hours just to get his autograph. And it was just like, Willie was just out there he loved it.
He loved the fans. And I told the story on KPIX tonight. I did this show with him at Barbara Sinatra's foundation in Palm Springs. And Willie and I had done, probably 7 or 8 shows before that. So we knew the routine, and I'd ask him certain questions, and, we knew how to do it. And I went off and said, "Willie, how do you want to be remembered?" Which is very poignant in light of what happened today. And he said, "I wanted to be remembered that I did everything for the fans. That when I came out, I wanted to perform for you." And that was what was foremost on my mind, because you had come out to see me and I wanted to perform for you. And then he started crying when he said that. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to do at that point. And he went on and told that story. And that was the most moving moment I ever had with him.
There was just so many amazing things. I remember him. You probably remember this, Marty, the show. A lot of people may not remember it, but the old dating game with, I'm trying to remember the host, but
Jim
Willie
Lang.
was Jim Lang. That's right. Jim Lang.
Yeah, I was on the dating game. That's how I met my wife number 2 and 3.
You were on it?
No, I'm only teasing.
Oh, geez.
Dan, hook, line, and sinker, man.
Hey, Willie though.
Beer can is laughing here.
Willie was on the show and he got picked. I believe he got picked. I can't remember. I just remember him being. I think he was bachelor number
He was
2.
on What's My Line. I know I saw that. I've seen
Yeah.
that on YouTube from time to
Wasn't
time.
he
But
on
Willie was on Ed Sullivan. Willie was on
Doris Day,
everything.
right? I think what was the show she had back in the 50s? He made
Donna
guest
Reed.
appearances.
He was on.
That's what it was. Donna Reed. That's what I was thinking.
Donna
Of.
Reed
Donna
show,
Reed,
and
yeah.
Willie, he was unbelievable. He would meet presidents and kings and the Queen, you name it. Willie Mays, the most recognizable name in the world, probably Muhammad Ali, right? I'd
Mhm.
say Willie Mays is pretty close when you
Yeah.
come to, athletic names in the world.
And it's funny, Marty, you talk about royalty. If there was ever a baseball royalty, he'd be the king, right?
Yeah,
Would be the
he
king.
was the guy. And we were lucky enough to have him at the ballpark and have him come out. And I was lucky enough to sit in that room. And Steph Curry came in. I was sitting there with his dad, Del Curry, and they just paid homage to Willie. It was so cute to watch that. And then I would see so many people come in and just want to shake his hand. And he always had time for Mike Murphy. He always
Hmm.
had time for me. Whoever it was, he just made time for us in his life. And we would sit and just talk and just, kibitz about baseball, about,
Wow.
different players and different teams and all that. He had a great memory. Love talking about Jackie Robinson and Campanella and Newcomb. And Newcomb would knock him down all the time. And he'd say to Campy, "Hey, tell Nuke, I'm black." And Campy would say, "Nuke doesn't care. He's going to knock you down anyway." And then Campy would throw dirt in Willie's shoes. That's what
Oh
they
yeah,
did.
you put pebbles in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what they would do to him.
Well, it's interesting because we've seen this happen before. With it seems like John Madden, they did a big special for him recently, a few years ago, and he died just days before it was released. The big show, the tribute, and then we have Thursday night's game. And
Yeah.
I had this thought last week. I go, gosh, I hope he makes it to the game. He's still there, but not making it just 2 days before.
I know.
And get this. What was Willie's number? 24. And when did he pass away? 2024. It was almost like he was meant to go. But what do you think this does? I think it makes Thursday night's game even bigger.
Oh, it's huge.
Mhm.
Huge. I mean, for all of us who are here, people are here. The Gotham Club is here. The team will be here tomorrow. They're playing a day game in Chicago. They fly here tomorrow. They'll all be here. There's probably 300 people from the Giants party here. The place is sold out. What? Huh?
Junior Giants.
Yeah, the Junior Giants people are here. The whole community fund
Wow.
is here. So it's going to be huge. And look, this is something. And Heather is here with me, and of course, she does the shows with me and has always been with me throughout thick and thin of everything.
Yeah.
And she was there tonight with the Gotham Club, and they were very, very upset, and they had a toast to Willie, and that's just locally here, so you can imagine what's going to go on, how Major League Baseball is going to play this on Thursday night. It's almost like the public funeral in a way.
Yeah.
It's cathartic in a way that we could have this now for Willie.
Yeah.
And have it on Fox TV, on national TV, and believe me, they'll have 10,000 of different baseball dignitaries talking on Thursday night.
Yeah.
There'll be a game between the Giants and the Cardinals, but this game Thursday night is the game for Willie Mays,
Right.
and that's what it's all about. This is
The
gonna
game
be,
is second fiddle. The game is second fiddle.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be huge for me to be there,
Yeah.
to be part of this.
Oh, yeah.
and to
That's
see it.
awesome. That's
Um,
unbelievable. You're there. I mean, we are talking about Willie, and we say the game is going to be huge. I mean, Willie was so transcendent that we haven't even mentioned the Giants losing tonight 5-2.
Nah.
We'll get into that after Marty, he's got a lot of commitments tonight. People are wanting to get Marty on different shows. So,
Yeah.
But
well, I knew him. He was a decent guy. We had fun. He was a baseball player. He wasn't a politician. He didn't do what Jackie did. He came to play
wow.
baseball.
Look at this. Never thought of that. Today is 6/18, June 18th. 6 plus 18 is 24.
Okay, that's a good one.
So Willie dies 6/18/24, and the kid man, you think of 24 in any sport.
Yeah, as Heather says, he was a magical person.
Yeah. He was.
And it's funny,
wow.
we were talking about the man, and one thing that I love, not only was he a fierce competitor, he was a mediator during the Roseboro incident. He was the peacemaker. When they had the riots in 1968, he got on the radio and TV and said, "Hey guys, just come watch some baseball. We'll put on a show for you. Try to, to lower the tensions that were happening during that time." And it speaks a lot to what this guy was able to do, not just for baseball, but for the community. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. No, he was, and it's funny. I watched baseball for many years. For as many years as Eric and Dan combined, I've watched baseball. Really, I'm old, and I must tell you, in my lifetime, there's no one that comes close to him in adulation of the fans and just respect and his ability. In all the years, there's nobody. You can take Aaron and Bonds and Clemente and all of them. They're all fabulous, but they weren't this guy. He was the best there ever was. Yeah, and that's who he was. He was that good. He was that good, and he played right here in Birmingham.
I was, growing up in the Bay Area, very fortunate to grow up in the Mays and McCovey era. And, they were my two favorite players. And, both being named Willie, both being from Birmingham, Alabama. I think Willie McCovey was Birmingham. I knew he was Mobile. That's right. Mobile. I knew he was Alabama, but both of those guys from Alabama and, the right-handed, left-hand batting 3-4 their whole careers with the Giants. The Giants were, you look at the franchise, it was iconic. You had Mays, McCovey, Marichal, Perry, Cepeda, all on one team in 62 World Series. 5 Hall of Famers. 5. And Willie was the leader of all of it. And you think about that San Francisco team, and this is why, the Giants, you think about it, Marty, the Japan, there's no Dodgers teams in the Japan League or Yankees. There's a Giants League. There's a team named after the Giants. In Korea, there's a team named after the Giants. I believe a lot of it has to do with Willie Mays because he transcended everywhere. He was just above baseball. He was known in all over the world.
No.
Who also has a huge influence is Lefty O'Doul in Asia. That he was huge in Asia.
No, for Willie, you don't say, "Gee, I wish he was a better hitter," or "I wish he had more power," or a better arm. No, there's nothing. Willie Mays was a complete player. He was on a team that probably needed a couple more pitchers, and if they had 2 more pitchers in the '60s, which was the toughest decade of National League ball in the history of National League ball, the '60s. That was the toughest. Every team had a pitching staff. Every team was trouble. And the Giants were second place so many times. And he was a big part of it. And he was the manager on the field. He ran the team. He ran the clubhouse and all that. So,
Mark Graves. Okay, good for
this question here, any chance all players were 24 in Alabama? That's a great thought. And I think Bruce Jenkins put that out tonight. I don't think it's going to happen because they probably couldn't make it happen fast enough.
Right.
But that would be interesting. That'd be interesting if they could.
Oh,
do
there's
that.
a way. If there's a will, there's a way. I mean, you could make that happen. All they got to do is get overnight delivery.
Come on, they couldn't even get the uniform straight for for the city thing.
For the City Connects,
they were
yeah.
transparent for 3
Yeah.
weeks. Come on.
they should be able to get that done tonight.
All right, I got to go. I'm going to
Thanks, Marty.
be on with JD here in a few.
All right, Marty. Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Say hello to Heather for us.
Okay,
And,
Heather. Everyone says hello. She says hello back.
All right, enjoy you guys on KMBR.
We'll
watching
do this again.
What?
We'll do it again, Dan. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thanks, Marty.
All right,
Thanks,
bye.
Marty.
Bye-bye. All right.
Ladies
Great,
and
Marty.
gentlemen, there it was, the great Marty Lurie joining us. That was awesome.
And what a treat to get Marty on with us tonight under difficult circumstances. We hate to see what happened. It was inevitable, unfortunately. The passing of the Say Hey kid.
Yeah.
93.
He lived a
Great.
long, full life. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, hey, I hope I can make it to 93. That gives me about 31 more years. So, but wow. Just I'm wearing a Giants hat, even though they lost tonight, in honor of the Say Hey kid.
exactly.
I'm not putting a Cubs hat on tonight. Is our breaking tradition here on NorCal Sports Network.
Breaking news: Aaron Judge's test came back negative. No broken bones.
Oh,
There we
interesting.
go.
Good.
No broken
Good,
bones for Aaron Judge. Yeah, it would suck, honestly, because I mean, he's the superstar right now. Him and Shohei, those are the guys right now for MLB, for Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Man, that was awesome to get Marty on, though, just to remember Willie, because I remember Marty talking about it all the time. When he was doing the pre and post. This is a few years ago. He'd always talk about how he would MC during spring training. It wound up closing down. There was like a bar restaurant where they had a bunch of Giants memorabilia. I can't remember the name of it. I think it got tore down though. But I think if I'm not mistaken, that's where Marty and Willie would have their little get together where people could show up and Marty would ask him questions.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, get the Seals hat, Dan. Yeah, I'd like to get the Seals hat. Are they going to wear the Seals hats Thursday?
Sea Lions. Sea Lions. It's not the
Lions?
Seals, right? It's Sea
Or whatever.
Lions.
Sea Lions or whatever it is. Yeah. Minus 41 minutes until launch. What are we
I know
doing?
he's talking SpaceX.
Oh, SpaceX. Okay.
No, it was a public house. It was in Scottsdale. Can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
I see anonymous out there in the chat. I guarantee you he knows what the name of that bar or restaurant was in Scottsdale. All right. What else we got? Hey guys, that was a treat. That was cool. It sucks that it had to be for this reason, but it's always great to get Marty on and talking baseball. Tom Weyerts says, I had a pleasure to see Willie Mays play ever since he came to San Francisco in 1958. I have watched him do amazing things on the field. I treasure an autographed baseball and a photo on my wall. Yeah, I wanted to buy. Matter of fact, I got it a couple of years ago. I got a photo of the catch with his autograph on it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that catch. I bet you if we had the real pure, crisp that HD quality, watching that catch would have been something else.
That's what I think it was. Don and Charlie's. That's the one. It was Don and Charlie's.
Yeah. So, wow. Well, anyway,
guess we could get into the game now.
Yeah, get into the game. Giants lose another Logan Webb start as they were not able to get more than 2 runs across the plate tonight. And that came on a Kurt Casale double after Steele walked Soler and Yaz, I believe it was, back-to-back. Soler, then Casale ropes a double into left center field to tie it after there was a 2-run homer earlier in the game from the Cubs. Who hit that homer for the Cubs? I can't remember.
Swanson, right?
Was it?
Wait, the first two. Wait. Which one? The first home run?
There was only one.
Then it was Swanson. Yeah, he hit the high ball to right field.
Yeah.
Right center.
Swanson.
Dansby Swanson. Yes.
Dansby Swanson. Yes. Hold on here. Let me look this up. Did Swanson? Yeah. Okay. Dansby Swanson. Very interesting. So it was, there wasn't much to the game. It was fast. It was only like 2 hours and 10-minute long game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it went by quick.
What was the time of that game? I looked at the time of that game. It felt like it was about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Let me look. Come on. I hate it when you scroll through your phone and you got 4,000 apps and you're trying to find them. Game time.
I think it
2
kind of
2 hours and 10 minutes. I was right on it. Yeah.
It would have been over quicker if it's freaking that. What was that? The seventh inning? Was it the seventh inning?
Eighth inning. Rogers.
Eighth inning. Yeah. Oh, that was rough. A lot of it was weak contact. They just found holes. It wasn't like hard contact.
That's usually what happens. One went off Chapman's glove.
The one down the right field line, that was probably the hardest hit one.
Yeah. Yeah, Live says Giants 4 through 6 hitters, 1 through 11 tonight, 1 for 10 last night. The middle of the order is very weak. And it's going to be a problem all year, guys. Till Farhan actually tries to strengthen this lineup up. Just call Will B, man, in the chat. He'll fix your stinking lineup. He'll rearrange it, Farhan. You need to get some deals done. Call Will B. Call our friend Will B.
Did I hear something about deals? Are we already doing that now?
Will B.
Oh man.
I don't know. Senior in here?
I don't know. Senior, you're in the. I don't know if he is or not.
Will B in here? Will B.
Will B's in here.
Will B. I don't think Will B's in here.
He's right here.
There he is. He's in there, but I think he's working on a deal with Senior.
Uh-oh.
Aaron Lost in here? Is he in the chat?
I saw him say something.
Aaron, you out there? I don't know. Aaron, you got to respond. We need you on the show. We need Aaron and Will Martinez. We need all four of those guys to join the show tonight.
Yeah, they're in Chicago, right? They saw. Wow, man, it's two memorable games they saw.
Well, they didn't go tonight. They didn't go to tonight's game. They're going to tomorrow's game. So they took time to enjoy the city today. Aaron, what's up, man? Hey, put the link out. We need Aaron to come on. This is for Aaron and Lowe's and Will and Cliff. Come on in. Give us a report on Chicago.
Michael Roeder says, I'm beginning to think Melvin is becoming a puppet on a string. Look at this. A lot more calls of people saying that. A lot more calls.
I
didn't catch a whole lot at the end of the game because of everything going on with Willie. I was putting together everything. I was like, man, I missed the best part of the whole game.
Okay.
Los D says, yes. Yeah, my heart is heavy with the news. Mays was an iconic as it gets. And as Marty said, was a better man than player. Rest in peace, number 24. Very good, Los.
Aaron, did you put the link out? The link's out. I want to hear from Aaron, Will Martinez, Cliff Martinez.
They may not be
and
able
those
to,
Steve.
depending where they're at.
They may be completely gone.
Maybe. Well, then maybe they're eating or something.
It's 10 o'clock.
Maybe they got a bite after the game.
Pizza. They didn't go to the game.
Oh, they did? I thought they did.
No, I told you. Weren't you listening?
No, me listen. Come on.
I know. I think. Did you
listen?
Did you have a loss of hearing from all the noise in the Air Force?
What?
Yep, that's what I thought. No, they didn't go to tonight's game.
They're going to go tomorrow's then.
Yeah, they're going tomorrow.
Currently in a brawl with Cubs fans. There you go.
I'm busy trading with Aaron, Dan.
That's funny. I'm talking to Aaron about a trade as well. What the hell?
Are you really?
I am. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Aaron, I sent Aaron a deal. But it's just, this league's getting fun. It's getting competitive, which I like. What's the lineup tomorrow, Dan? You're almost right. Who's pitching tomorrow? I'll tell you what the lineup is.
Who's pitching? Johnny undecided, right? That's for the Giants.
I don't care who's pitching for the Cubbies. Cubbies tomorrow, Wednesday, MLB. Giants, Cubs. It is Johnny undecided. Kyle Hendricks. Okay, here's your starting lineup.
He's a junk pitcher, boy. Giants aren't going to have a tough time.
Here's your lineup for tomorrow. Ramos leading. We're moving a bit slow after a long day. Okay. Here's your lineup tomorrow, guys. It is. Hold on here. I just need to put it together, and I'll tell you in a second. Okay, ready for?
Probably gonna be Howard.
Yeah, probably will be. Okay, here's your lineup tomorrow. Wisely leading off at shortstop. Ramos batting second. Bailey batting third. Chapman batting fourth. Conforto batting fifth. Soler will bat sixth. Yaz will bat seventh. Estrada will bat eighth. And guess who will be at first base? Batting ninth.
Good old Brooks.
Trenton Brooks. That'll be your lineup tomorrow.
There you go. Yep, that's tomorrow's lineup.
Yeah. You're platooning at short, at third base, or first base, short, and right field. And yeah. So that is your lineup for tomorrow. Brought to you by Northern Lights Entertainment, where you could go to listen online at northernlightsentertainmentradio.ca. This show is sponsored by that entity right there. Northern Lights Entertainment. Right there. Right.
Yep.
Right there. Up, see? Up there. Right up, right, just right up there. Yep.
There you go.
And you can listen to that guy.
Yeah,
right
this guy.
That guy, along with Glenn, as he gets it ready to play.
That's what I was
Rock and Talk with Eric and Glenn.
Hey, wait a second. Hold on.
Rock and Talk with Glenn and Eric.
Hey, that's better.
Saturday mornings at 10 and rebroadcast Sunday morning at 7 on 103.5 Capital FM.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Fathom even discussing the 24 Giants after 24 pass. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll cover a little bit of the game tonight, but that's really all we've got. This is a night that belongs to the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays.
I think did Barry Bonds tweet it out? Supposedly he had a tribute to.
I'm not sure, but I want to show you just something, guys. on Willie's stats. Look at the consistency of the batting average. Okay. 347, 345, 333, 319, 319, 317, 314, 313, 308, 304, 296, 296, 291, 289, 288, 283, 274, 271, 267, 263, 250. What does this tell me, guys? I want to look at this age here. Willie, wait a minute. What the heck is this? Am I looking at, why is this 1958? Is this continued? What happened to 51 and 50?
What'd you do, Dan?
What the heck happened? Hold on. I don't know what happened to this. What happened? I didn't touch it. I'm going to
that's weird.
I'm going to close it out and start it over because I got.
Oh, you know why? Did you
Why?
bring it up as the San Francisco Giants? You need to bring it up as
No, I just brought it up as Willie Mays. I just brought up his,
because that's when they started in San Francisco. That's why I was wondering if you're just doing it for San Francisco.
Weird. No. Oh, maybe that's what it did.
Yeah, because that's when they started.
I don't know what happened. I'm just bringing up his baseball reference. Okay, so here we go. I want to show you something, guys. That I mean, he was epitome of. Okay, so here we go. Batting average. Okay, 51, 274, and then he only played 34 games, 236. Okay, 345 and 54 is a 23-year-old. 319, 296, 333, 347, 313, 319, 308, 304, 314, 296, 317. Up through age 34. Started to decline. At 35, 288, 263. Then he went up, he jumped back up, 289, 283, 291. So all the way till 39, he basically, his lowest batting average was 263 at age 36.
Wow.
Forget the first, let's just, forget the first 52 was not even a season. 274, he was a 21-year-old rookie. Okay.
That's because he was a platoon player, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Platoon guy. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Farhan would have platooned him.
Okay.
So 345, 319. Okay. Career batting average of 301. But look at all the way up to age 39. At 39, he hit 291, 566 plate appearances. 291. So his lowest batting average in, I don't know how many years that was, from 54 to 70. What is that? 16 seasons, roughly? Somewhere in that range. 1 year at 263. The next lowest was 283. And, he started to tail off, though. 69 was probably, even at 39 was, or 38 was not a great year. He only hit 13 homers, but he followed that up in 70 at 39 with 28 homers. So, man, and look at the games played. I wanted to mention this to Marty, but we only had so much time. Look at this, guys. Why are these guys so soft today? Willie played as hard as anybody. He played hard. I mean, he didn't take, days off. He played all out. This dude didn't even wear a batting helmet. This dude was up at the plate without a batting helmet for many, many years. I mean, this guy was running hard, stealing bases. He didn't take games off. He averaged, I'm looking at pretty much over 150 games a season. He missed maybe 10 games. Later in his career, he went into the 140s as a 37, 30, age 36, 30. What the heck happened on this? When you star something, it changed. Look at the years on the left column. It jumps around.
Yeah, because you gotta fix the.
I don't know what happened.
You gotta fix the years.
I don't know what happened. I just hit games and then it changed. There it goes. Went back to normal.
There you go.
You hit games and it changes the years. This guy played. Man. 1971, the last division crown the Giants won. 112 base on balls as a 40-year-old.
Anonymous says Rickwood is going to be epic if it wasn't already. It will be an ode to Willie 24. If the Giants wanted to, it would be very easy to put 24 on the backs of jerseys. I would agree. Right?
Oh, it's easy to put 24 on there. They could do that. They should do that.
Yeah, they should. And you know what they need to do out in Oracle Park is paint a big number 24 out in center field for the rest of the season.
They should.
You know how they mow it? Yeah, just do it, man. Just go out there and put 24 out in center field and let it go for the rest of the year.
Yeah, let the grass grow. They're gone all week.
Yep.
There it is. Great idea. Hey, right here. This minion over here. Right.
No. Oh, yeah. It's the minion. Not the. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, man.
So
I forgot I'm not a sidekick no more. Now I'm a minion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Guy.
Minion right here in the front stage, man.
Here's the idea.
Put it out there. Put 24 out there in center field in the grass.
Yeah, you can mow it.
Now.
You can just mow 24. All you got to do is let that grass grow. Keep that a little higher so you can. Or they could burn it in it. Can't they just burn it?
Burn it. There you go. Just burn it.
You don't have to mow it. Just burn it.
I don't know how they do it, but I think they mow it, though.
I think they burn them. You can't have the grass too high. Ground ball gets stuck in the two.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. There's something they got to do. Doing good, Andrew. Hopefully you're doing good over there in Scotland. Unite the clans. Unite them.
Yeah, they need to. I think the Giants, they'll do something.
Uh-oh. Will be. He's already starting it. Oh, boy.
Oh, he's trying to.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think J10, I think they'll definitely have a 24 patch. Uh-oh, Dan's going. He's turning off the camera. Phone calls are being made. The phone calls are being made. Oh, man. Oh. They may take our lives, but they won't take our freedom. Yes. Love that show. Anyways, we're getting derailed. Look at oh, man. Your dad's trying to circumvent the deal about to go down, I guess. Remote control lawnmowers. Yeah, I'm sure that they do. But take far on. Oh, here you got Anonymous Romo. I've been telling Brass for years that they should bury Mays out in center field. Ooh. When it was time, at the very least, they can and will etch 24. Yeah, there you go. Yes, at the very least. That's the very least. Absolutely. You know what would be awesome? Why can't the Giants do something like what the Yankees did, where they got a memorial out there in the middle of, or out there? What is it now? Not really center. It's like a left center, right? Where they have a little museum out there. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard for them to be able to. You see them do that for like special occasions. Giants should just do it for the rest of the season. They need to do it. Just do it. Just do it, man. What else we got in here? I lost my co-host because of fantasy baseball, guys.
I'm right here.
Yeah,
I'm right
that's
here.
it.
I'm right here.
Let's see what we got here. It's not a cult says, for those of us who never got to see Mays, Barry Bonds was the best thing the Giants could have. There's the phone call and could end up getting.
Please leave your message for
the Giants up to very recently has been blessed with real stars. Oh my gosh. He says he's right here, but he's literally calling Matt.
I'm right here.
Yeah, who you calling?
Calling
Who you calling? I heard it.
calling Elliot Ramos.
Oh, Mark, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Bad couple of days. We
San
lost Willie
Francisco
today.
Giants sent down outfielder Luis Matos. Here's an article reading. After he had several weeks of struggles at the plate. Right now he's tearing it up in AAA, and the team absolutely must call him back up to the majors as soon as possible. This is in Around the Foghorn by
Who's he going to replace?
Miguel.
Who's he going to replace? Outfield, they're not replacing Conforto and Yaz and Slater. Come on.
Slater has struggled hard to start the year, so this was
He's not going nowhere. Matos is staying in Sacramento. Real quick here, Dan. It says Mark Daughtery says, bad couple of days. We lost Willie Mays, and my 86-year-old dad passed yesterday. I am sorry to hear that, Mark.
Sorry to hear that, Mark.
Gosh,
Wow.
we got a bunch of fathers passing away in this chat. What is going on, man? Wow. Well, my thoughts and prayers are to you and your family there, Mark.
Yes.
I know it's no consolation, but you know, it takes time. I know it's corny, but it's the truth. It just takes time.
Yeah, I can speak from that, from losing both my parents.
Anonymous Bonds is in Alabama. Ooh. That's awesome. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's going to be some theatrics going on Thursday with Bonds in Alabama. I think it should be good.
You know,
it's going to be must-watch TV.
I wish that Major League Baseball would have honored Willie's request to put Bonds in the Hall of Fame, because you got guys in there that are already in the Hall of Fame that did roids. You got them in there.
Look, and isn't the whole thing have to do with the character? Isn't it the character clause within the Hall of Fame, right? Isn't that what it is?
Joke.
Okay. Come on, guys. It's not just, it shouldn't even be just about PEDs. It's about character. There's some guys in the Hall of Fame that didn't exact the greatest character.
Correct. That light's bugging me. I got to get that light off.
It's just, come on.
Not good for my eyes. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's in the hands of the baseball. Well, not anymore. Now it's in the hands of the committee now, right? What is that committee called? The Contemporary Committee or something like that? Something like that. I think you're muted, Dan.
I am muted.
Oh, never mind. He's calling Matt. Matt, line one. Pick up the white courtesy phone. There it is.
You don't know that. You don't know who I'm calling.
It's either Matt or Will be.
I'm calling Senior. He won't. No.
He ain't calling Senior.
Please leave your message.
I know who I'm not. I know who I'm not calling. Glenn. He's either asleep.
He's probably sleeping.
He's either asleep or on the radio. Yeah, he wakes up about 10, and
then he goes back to sleep. Yeah, because he's got like some nasty hours he's got to be working right now.
Yeah. All right. hold on here. Hey, my guy Vientos hit another homer tonight.
Nice.
How's my team doing? Is the night's over?
I'm not sure.
I think the night's over.
I think it is. I took a hit.
I haven't looked at it. What did I do?
Minus
Me?
half a point.
That can't be. I never go back down again.
Minus a half a point.
Jeez. One of these days, I'm just going to jump past. Rocks Blue Elite. Let's see.
A lot of negatives. A few positives, but a lot of negatives.
With what? Tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take a screen break. My eyes are getting doozy. Oh, gosh. I was told today 15 minutes, 4 times a day on the screen, and I'm on the screen all the time. I'm not going to look at the screen.
All right. Fair enough.
Look away.
Just be watching your phone.
Can't even look at my phone.
He's like, I'm not watching the screen, but I'm watching my phone.
No, I can't watch my phone. I can't. Somebody needs to blow me up on the wow. Dodgers were down 9-4 tonight, entering the 9th inning, and scored 7 runs.
Woo!
Now they is that game still happening? Let me look. I'm supposed to look too long. Dodgers, 11-9, bottom of the 9th. Who was the guys that did something for the Dodgers in the 9th? Ohtani. Interesting. Well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think the No way. What the heck, Will? What were you thinking? Oh, Will. He turned down a much better deal.
Oh.
He could have had Luis Robert, Chad Green, Max Fried, and Yamamoto for Judge, and he turned it down.
Wow.
And and that's all you pitching. I was giving you Max Fried and Yamamoto.
Yamamoto's on the bench though for at least a month.
Yeah, but you only got
You ain't getting nothing.
you
from
got
him for a
one
month.
pitcher.
But it's a Imanaga.
But Max Fried, I can't believe, Will, you did that. You could have had Luis Robert and Max Fried and Yamamoto and Chad Green, and you took Imanaga and Billy Doyle or Brian Doyle or Bum Doyle or Brenton Doyle, whatever. Oh my God. I think you're high.
He goes, I think you're high.
It's not going to help Eric's team a ton.
Man, it'll
Because-
help me with freaking my offense. They suck.
But, oh my
My
God.
pitching was already garbage.
I applaud that deal. Thank you. At least you gave him to a crappy team. At least you gave him to a crappy team.
Man,
Oh my goodness. That's unbelievable. Wow.
Will
I'm
beat us
almost-
all bums and a broken wing.
All bums, Max Fried? I'll take Max Fried over Imanaga. Imanaga is going to break down. I'm telling you. That
He's
guy.
not a guy that breaks down.
Well,
He's not a high velocity guy.
no.
Look where they're rated too. I think Imanaga is like number 12 or something, or 7, or no. What is he? Hold on, I can't remember.
He's 25 season rank.
Yeah, that's
Judge
right.
was number 1.
I think Fried is like 100, right? I'm
Langford.
almost positive.
Oh yeah, Fried was about 100,
Yep.
but still, I mean, he could have had Yamamoto. He could have had more.
Yeah, well, Yamamoto, if he was healthy, I think that would have been a stronger deal. But he's going to miss at least 4 starts, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a strain. It's not a tear, I guess. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into a tear.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to worry about because he is a high velocity pitcher.
Ooh.
Ohtani hit a 476 foot.
I thought it was 488.
Wow. That's a monster shot. Where are they playing? In Colorado?
Colorado.
Nah, there you go.
Can we play that maybe?
Yeah, maybe without the sound.
I think we could play it with the sound for just like 10 seconds, right?
Maybe just a few, just while he hits it and then be done with it.
There's no highlights yet till the game's over.
Yeah, in Colorado, man, especially with the damn Dodgers lineup, even if you down 9-4, typical Colorado game, huh?
Yeah. Wow. We'll have to make those into a little bit of a short earlier on with Marty and Mays.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do a whole,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I could just do a little short in the very beginning just to promote that video.
Wow. Who's that guy in the other deal you got? Doyle? You gave up Doyle?
I gave up Doyle and Imanaga.
Brendan Doyle, is he even?
He's pretty good.
I mean, he's probably not even hardly that much rostered, is he?
Yeah, pretty sure he is. I think he's ranked like 70th or something like that.
Let me look here.
Pretty sure. 67% rostered, ranked 76.
67. Wow. Man.
Yeah, more people are going to pick him up. He's ranked pretty damn low. 76 isn't bad.
That changes daily based on.
Yeah, he's been sitting right around there since I've had him. He has a little bit of pop, steals a lot of bases.
Wow. I don't see how that trade benefited Will. That just amazes me. Did you like give him your house or something?
The what?
Did you give him your house too? Is he on the note?
No, not at all. I knew he needed starting pitching, and Imanaga is one of the best out there.
Man.
He said, throw in Doyle. Like, okay. Sure.
Well, you need pitching, but you just gave up Crochet today.
Who do you get for Crochet?
Jimenez. Andres Jimenez.
Did he need an infielder?
You basically traded, if you think about it. You had Crochet. You basically traded Jimenez for Judge.
Nope.
I'm hearing something. Okay. Imanaga. Anyway, so that I thought we were. Yeah. So who got Crochet? I got Crochet. Hope springs eternal. Dan Hope. Wow. Well, that is so that deal that was going down tonight that I thought was senior was Eric.
Correct.
I feel much better that he went to you. Oh, man.
You got it in for senior, don't you?
No, I don't have it in for senior. I just have not at all. He's got some good players. And I didn't want to see his team get better. But when I look, well, I guess I could cancel those trades out to hopes and dreams. Needed pitching. He could have had Max Fried, Yamamoto, and Snell. That was one offer for Judge, which eventually those guys will be back. How much better is Imanaga than Fried is the question. Then you need pitching. You would have had Yamamoto and Snell. So that's all right. Cancel that one. That's good. And cancel that one. I'll work some magic with Debbie Downer too. I'll work some magic with Debbie Downer too in about a month.
I will be closed for business in a month.
you will be sinking. Let me see where you were. You were at the bottom in home runs, so I see what your need was there.
Yep, that's where my need is. My pitching fucking sucks. So whatever.
But your pitching, you gave up pitching, so you're not going anywhere in pitching.
Nope.
You might climb out of the basement with home runs
and RBIs.
Maybe. Not too bad.
Oh, Senior's in here.
Senior's in there. Does he even know that trade went down? Senior, check your...
He's at Charlie's game.
Oh, Senior, the craziest trade just went down. I don't get it. But like I said, I'm just glad you didn't get Judge and Eric did. So there we go. Now we have nobody on the screen on a live stream. I better put my face up here so we have nobody watching, but nobody could see anybody. The ump screwed the Rockies tonight. How so? What did he do? Was it a into the ball game thing? Something happened? Tell us. Don't know. Let's see. Is that a final with the? Let me refresh my screen. Cardinals. Ooh, Cardinals lost to the Marlins. Phillies beat the Padres 4-3. Diamondbacks win 5-0. Well, we might as well look at the scoreboard here, actually. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. Okay. So Tampa and the Twins are knotted up at 6 in the bottom of the 9th. Brewers continue to move along. They're beating the Angels 6-0. A's are beating the Royals at home 7-3. Hopefully the Royals will score a run or two so I can get a save situation for Mason Miller. Marlins beat the Cardinals 9-8. Reds beat the Pirates. Those two teams are both 35-38 now. The Padres lose to the Phillies. They're 3 games under at 37-30. The Mariners win 8-5. They go to 44-31. They beat the Guardians. The Diamondbacks win, and the Yankees beat the Orioles 4-2. Red Sox continuing a streak right now, 4-3. Braves win 2-1 over the Tigers. The Mets beat the Rangers for their 7th in a row.
Wow.
And the Cubbies beat the Giants. We saw the White Sox 2-0 tonight. Who pitched that game for the White Sox? Let's see. Box score. White Sox. Cannon. Okay. Man. We were going over the rest of the scores.
Nice.
Go back here. And the final game, the Dodgers has gone final. Let's see if we can pull up Ohtani's home run here.
Yeah, go for it. There it is right there, right? Mammoth home run.
Guys, we can hear a little sound, right? Probably.
Yeah, we'll just do a little bit. Maybe just as soon as the ball.
It might be a commercial.
No.
Okay.
Economical against the lineup.
Oh my gosh.
Got this one.
Wow.
Wow.
Christmas tree shot.
Wow.
He knew it too. Right off the damn man.
Anyone see Willie play? I don't know if that's in the chat. I saw him play. Got to see him live up close and went to a couple games as a 10, 11-year-old kid. Saw him play in 71 at Candlestick. Saw some games. I really started I started watching baseball as a 7-year-old, but really got serious into it when I was about 9. So that would have been 1970 season. Saw Willie play. The only place I ever saw him play, though, let's see, I may have seen him at Dodger Stadium as a kid. I don't remember. I remember going to Dodger Stadium as a kid with my family, but I don't remember. I'd have to look back.
Ooh, I don't know about that, Senior. I ain't gonna try to do that one. We'll definitely get a hit on that one. Hey, Don, a friend in Evansville, said he saw him at Riverfront. I still have the program.
Oh, Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati on the artificial turf.
All those stadiums back then looked the same.
Yeah, all of them. Pittsburgh,
Riverfront,
Cincinnati.
3 rivers. Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? 3 rivers in Pittsburgh, Riverfront, Cincinnati. There was Philadelphia, had Veterans, whatever they called
Veterans.
that. Yeah, it was just all cookie cutter concrete fields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tonight is a great night to rewatch the 24 doc.
Yeah,
Let me see if
that's a great documentary.
Back from him. I don't think I did. No, I haven't. I was trying to get the author of the book to say, hey, kid.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
There's another book that I read that was on him. It's someone else. It wasn't John Shea. But it talked about Willie's life. It was really good.
It's kind of interesting. And Rogers had to step up tonight and pitch late in the inning because
everyone's exhausted, man.
Everyone took a back seat because Walker was going to have to be the closer. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you, instead of having Walker in there to shut the game down in the 8th.
Because you needed him, because you decided to throw Doval out there 2 days ago.
On Sunday. Yeah. So I told you guys this game was going to come back possibly to haunt the Giants by throwing Doval out there in a meaningless situation on Sunday, 13-2. It was you threw him out there, and then you had a save situation last night. He was already cooked, so he wasn't available to pitch tonight. So that meant Walker took the closing spot instead of the 8th inning. Walker took the 8th inning, or Rogers, and your bullpen got beaten up.
They got torched. And here's the problem. Look, this was a web start. Where you think he's going to go deep into the game so your bullpen doesn't have to be used as much. But because of what you did with the bullpen prior, you got all messed up. It just doesn't make any sense of why they did that. Made no damn sense.
Yeah. Yep.
And all you're going to do is you're just going to keep abusing the bullpen by doing this. And we already said what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty simple to see what's happening. The bullpen is starting to wear down. Remember what Alex Cobb said last year at the All-Star break?
I'm tired.
You're tired at the All-Star break.
Yep.
Wow. Usually you don't hear that until mid-August.
The dog days. Then
you're talking a month before. He's tired. Now hasn't been the same since that potential no-hitter where he threw 125 pitches or whatever. Right?
Yep.
I mean, Yamamoto was a guy that was built in Japan. He threw 120 pitches to start. He was built up to 120 pitches, but he only went every 6 days.
6 days.
So it seems to me that's the recipe to build a team is go every 6 days and have your starters go six starters and have them throw 100 plus pitches so your bullpen isn't taxed.
You know why it's the Players Association won't go for that. You know why? Because it's less money for starting pitchers.
Yeah.
That's why. Less starts.
Well, screw it. I'll tell you what, if I'm an owner, I ain't going to pay nobody crazy money for more than 3 years.
And that's what's probably going to happen. Once everyone starts doing the same thing, then you might see it.
I'm not paying anybody for more than 3 years, maybe 4 if he's special. I don't know. I mean, Gosman's not been having a great – he's starting to come around now, but he was getting rocked earlier, right, Kevin Gosman?
Yep. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah, he hit a wall there for those last few starts. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. Here's the thing, though, is like how many kids are going to want to grow up being starting pitchers when you're not going to be seeing "quote unquote" the money like they used to in the past. Yeah. Now you're just going to get games of pitchers going 4 or 5 innings, and it's just, I don't know. That to me, it seems like it dilutes the game, but
yeah, I don't know. These guys are rubber arms. Stop throwing the 90s, trying to get higher and higher on the radar gun and start pitching.
Have you seen that pitch that Skeens throws? They call it the splinker.
I've seen it. I don't.
That is the nastiest. It's like a hybrid of a sinker and a split.
Splitter. What do they call it? A splinker?
Splinker. Go look at it. There's a look on the MLB YouTube, and they got a 1 minute clip showing
splitter sinker. I'd call it a skinker.
The spin on it is the weirdest thing. It looks like it's coming in like a UFO. The way the seams are.
Yeah.
Oh, it's odd.
I'd call it a skinker. A
skinker. A skinker.
All right. So the spin. Hold on. Let me find what I do with my baseball. Is that in the other room? Oh, here we go. Wait. No. Oh, here we go. We got a couple baseballs. Oh, you guys want to see a ball? I don't know if you'll be able to read this. Probably not. Can you see that? Wait.
Yeah, what's it say? Oh, you're going to right. It's something with a date on it.
Yeah.
You're turning it the wrong way.
I'm looking
Opposite way.
Hold on. Where's the date?
1980 something.
Wait. There.
Was something 15th 89?
Yeah, 5/15/80.
Oh, okay. Batter. What is that? Will who?
Gosh,
there it is. Will McSomething.
Willie.
Oh, Willie McCovey. Don Robinson.
Don Robinson, the pitcher. I caught it in the stands.
Did you?
Yep. This ball right here. Willie McCovey. You can
know what
see
you ought to do? You ought to buy a
spot on it. Yeah.
You ought to buy a ball now just to see how different they are.
Oh. Yeah. Interesting. I've got another ball right here. Which one is this? The seams fill.
I was just gonna say, how was it manufactured back then? Oh, I think you did something with the speaker.
Yeah, I hit my mic.
There you
right. Here's another ball that's updated. The seams are really high on this one.
Yeah, they rise.
So
is that a legitimate one, or is that just like a?
This is a Rawlings official. Says.
Is it a legit MLB ball, or is it just like a?
Yeah, this is a National League ball. This one says National League.
National League on it, huh?
This one says official. It's stamped out. I can't remember where this ball came from. If it says minor or major league baseball. It's probably major league.
Interesting.
Can you can't make it out, can't?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, there. It's scuffed up just a little bit.
It is. Well, it's got the. It's got this seal on it.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know. It's got a signature on it.
Johnny says MLB balls have really flat seams.
This seam, but this is newer, and this seam is very big.
It's up. Yeah, I was just gonna say it looks like.
I mean, to the point.
It sits up much higher than the other one.
To the point where I can hold one of the seams that popped out. I think it's a minor league baseball.
That's what Johnny just said.
Because I think I got this here in Arizona, probably just on a foul ball that, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's a minor league baseball. I've got a few of them from minor leagues just being down, but this ball is 44 years old right here.
Wow.
44.
Hey, the number of McCovey.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Cushioned cork center.
Giving it the old tap test.
Yeah. So anyway,
and tomorrow's Johnny Undecided, right?
Johnny Undecided, yeah.
And Kyle Hendricks, the junk ball picture, man. He throws some whole bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. Well, Fossey says Willie Mays is a top 5 athlete of all time in my book. Yeah, I think let's do that. Let's talk top 5 athletes of all time.
All time?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with Willie.
One from each sport? And then go from there? That's going to be tough.
I'm going to go with MJ for basketball.
Michael Jordan, yes.
Football.
See, that's tough. Do you go with a position player or a quarterback? You know what I'm saying? It's Brady.
I love Jerry Rice, but athlete, I mean, just freakish stuff is, I mean, Tyreek Hill's pretty freaky. I mean, he's not greatest of all time, but man, I'm just thinking of, but athletic, just pure raw. I mean,
that one's tough.
Yeah, 5 athletes. I see Bo Jackson out there. He was
Could you imagine?
Unbelievable. But
didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Who do you think was faster, Bo Jackson or Deion Sanders? Bo Jackson got down the line, man. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Will B is conversing in Skid Row. Man, busting out lyrics from Skid Row. Will, what is going on?
What's he doing?
I don't know why he's quoting Skid Row. Lowe says Tiger Woods. Yeah, there you go. Jerry Rice and Wayne Gretzky. Would you put Jerry Rice over Brady?
For athleticism.
Greatest of all time. We'll just do greatest of all time. Yeah, maybe not then.
I don't know.
That's hard.
I mean,
now you put Muhammad Ali. He got in there now.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Chamberlain was pretty special. Jordan. Wow.
Cryptic says if you say athlete, it's Bo, hands down.
Greatest baseball player you ever saw, greatest basketball player you ever saw, greatest football player you ever saw, greatest hockey player. Let's do those 4. All right. I'm going with Mays with baseball.
Mays with baseball, Jordan with basketball. Football, I guess Rice.
I thought Rice was just unbelievable for what as a football player.
Yes.
Brady's there. Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Hockey is Gretzky. Yeah. For me, I mean, I don't know. Alive Insurance is Jim Brown. Yeah, Jim Brown was.
Barry Sanders says Bub Rad.
Barry was unbelievable. Barry and Walter Payton. If I had to pick 2 backs for my backfield, I think I'm going with Walter Payton and Barry Sanders.
Goodness gracious, man. That team would be.
Yeah. I mean, here
and then
we
who
are.
else are we missing? What are we missing here? Then would you get them all? I think that was all, right? Yeah.
Soccer.
Soccer.
Who is this? Is it Pele? Is it?
It ain't Pele no more. No.
Is it?
You have Messi and Ronaldo and.
Yeah, Ronaldo, Messi, and you got one other guy.
Yeah, everyone's saying Messi. Messi hands down.
Yeah, Dion was a great athlete, man. Unbelievable. How about Dion playing a football game and then getting to the World Series for this after the football game for a Sunday night World Series game?
Yeah.
Didn't play, but that in the World Series that night. But I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something to eat.
All right, cool.
A little snacking.
That was great. Senior, if you're out there, take care of the business, man. You know what I'm talking about. Take care of the business. Take care of the business, Senior. I don't care if you're watching your kid's game. Take care of the business. Oh, man. Al Bundy. Yes, Don. Al Bundy had 4 touchdowns in one game. Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing Predictions League. Man, that is a mouthful, man. Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing Predictions League. This A's game getting tight. It's the A's, oh man. It's the A's. I don't know, man. But that's a hell of a name. I'm guessing you got a YouTube, right? If that's a YouTube, hey man, let me know and I'll give you a shout out here. Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing Predictions League. Marshall Faulk, he was good for a while. Willie Mays transcended the game of baseball. Yes, Fossey, I would agree with that. Yes. What's up, Asif? The resident NorCal Sports Network IT guy. Helped Dan get out of a jam one time. That was pretty good. Turd Ferguson coming out with some stats. He says Webb has 125 career starts with a 48-37 win-loss record and 40 no decisions. What's the MLB career for no decisions? That's a good one. That's a good one. Wow. 40 no decisions? That's a lot of no decisions, man. Goodness. So what'd you get the snack on, Dan? Oh, I thought it was RX bar. Gotcha. That's what it's gonna do. 100%. Mickey Mantle, 30% of his starts are no decisions. That's criminal. That's criminal, man. Whew. Could you imagine that, Dan? 40 no decisions out of 125 starts. You're muted, in.
I said, who are we talking about? Webb?
Webb.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Got to get him some hitters.
That's the problem right there. He hasn't.
I don't know what he needs to go up to management and say, I need Matos.
Good luck with that.
Or get me out of here.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
Give me Matos and Luciano, guys that make things happen.
Did they play today? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. They did play today, and they are losing. Kai Wei Tang is pitching right now.
Oh, boy.
Oof. Oof. Got some 0-4s in there. Quite a few 0-4s. Who started Seymour? Not good. Okay, he says, I have a Facebook page. People play every week picking boxing fight. Well, there you go, guys. Those who are fans of boxing, I know Los D out there. He loves boxing. Check out Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing Predictions League on Facebook. If you guys enjoy doing stuff with boxing, there you go. Go for it, guys. Go check it out. Check it out, man. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. You saying Slater and Ahmed aren't enough? C-Bin, you already know the answer before you even ask the question. No problem, champ. No problem. Glad to help out.
Dead air time here as I'm. Hold on, I got to carry the show. My sidekick is looking down on his phone while I'm off. So I got hold on. Two of us can't be doing nothing. All right. Hold on here. He doesn't even know he's gone. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. We need Los on here. We need Los on the show. All right. Anyway, guys, it was what else we got to talk about? Hold on here.
That's cool. Hey, Mark, real quick, was that filmed outside of your house there?
So you're back with the show?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. As I was eating and I was doing something, I didn't want to be carrying. So you were out. So I'm going to push myself out. Carry the show.
All right, carry the show. Yes, sir. All right, what do we got out there, guys? Here we go. The middle of the lineup is a big problem. Yes, it is. Has been from the very beginning of the season. That's the problem. There's no consistency, and this is kind of what I've been talking about. Hey, let's take a look at what Mark Graves just sent me. Look at this. Pretty good, man. I'm impressed. That's very good. For those of you who are interested in this kind of stuff, who pitches tomorrow? Johnny Undecided. There we go. Check this out. This is from Mark Graves. I'm guessing backyard or front yard. Check that out. Got SpaceX launching a Falcon 9 from Vandenberg Air Force Base. What you're seeing is what they call a jellyfish. It's how the exhaust interacts with the higher altitude. And then when it stage separates, the second stage exhaust interacts with the lower stage and it creates a jellyfish. There you go. Check that out. Not too bad. Very nice, Mark. If Nick is out there, he knows what we're talking about here. Not too bad. Will, you should have been able to see that from where you were too, if I'm not mistaken. And that's enough. All right, here we go. What else we got? Appreciate that, Mark. Awesome. Oh, what do we got? 2 for 21 for the 4 through 6 hitters in the past 2 games. Man, alive, you probably could go back a lot further than that. I mean, that's kind of a small sample size, but if you go back even further, I'm pretty sure it's even worse. Any chance that the Giants signed Devers or Soto in the offseason? No. Soto, maybe. The only reason why I say Soto is because he's just going to – it sounds like it doesn't matter where he plays. He just wants to get paid. So if the Giants offer the biggest contract, maybe he comes here. But I would not.
If the Giants were smart, they'd offer $100 million more. So they just –
that's the thing. They're not going to do that.
No, of course not. They didn't offer a penny more for Ohtani.
Let's be serious. Is Soto going to help this team? To an extent. You need more than just Soto. Well, maybe not. Maybe if you have – you can't do it because you got Lee. I was going to say if you have Matos and Ramos and Soto in the outfield.
Well, you don't need – at that point, you just move off of Lee.
Come on, Bub. You know me better than that. I don't think he's coming here. I'm just saying he's already stated he's going to go wherever they pay him the most. So you could take that whole argument of it's the weather.
I don't buy that.
It's the park.
I don't buy that.
You don't think
that's
so?
a line. That's a line.
But to me, it seems right because you're getting paid. You don't need to. Once you get paid, you don't have to quote unquote put up the numbers to get that big contract because you got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second. I got to take a phone call.
Got it. That's all I'm saying. So if they offer the most money, which they probably won't, you got a chance at Landon Soto. Yeah, I don't know. Well, New York Yankees, Steinbrenner has come out and said that they want to pay less next year. If they want to pay less next year, then they're not going to sign Soto. But funnier things have happened because if they win a World Series with that lineup, they may wind up changing their mind. I mean, how can you let the guy go if you win a World Series? And if he's an integral part of winning a World Series, yeah, he's probably going to stay with the Yankees. The fans would be, I mean, you think me and Dan are bad? Imagine what the New York Yankees fan base is going to do if the Yankees don't sign Soto, if they win a World Series. You ain't lying, turd. Scary thought. Ohtani's team-friendly deal puts Soto square into Dodgers crosshairs. Yes. You are correct. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting. I don't know how the Giants are going to. Whatever. We'll have that discussion later on in the season, of course, depending on the direction the club takes. Soto and Judge have more home runs than any Giant at Oracle Park this year. Huh. Yeah, says they can hit in the park, can't they? Soto sucked in right field in San Diego. You know what? I'll take the poor defense in right field. Look what he does with the bat, man. Whew, come on. Whew. Soto is easy to strike out. Yeah, I noticed that, Hope. Rodon has actually pitching a lot better for the Yankees right now. Maybe he's overcome whatever issues he had, because I know he had a back problem, right? I think that's what his issue was a back. So it looks like he's finally healthy, and Rodon being healthy is a good pitcher. We saw it here in San Francisco in 2022. He was an excellent pitcher. It's just, when you get an injury, sometimes things get all messed up, and it takes a little while to get back. Soto splash hits would be cool. He ain't coming here, though. That's the only thing. I get what you're saying, Kyle, but did you see what he did in Oracle Park? Yeah, exactly. A guy can dream. Absolutely right, Mark. But he ain't coming here. But anyways, Kyle, did you see what Soto did in Oracle Park? It's not really cheapy at Oracle Park, and he blasted it. He's a great hitter, man. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. I think a lot of it's going to depend, though, I think, on how successful the Yankees are if they get into the postseason. Oh, yeah, Carlos Correa. Yeah, his ankle. Man, that ankle is tough, right, Moji? I'm glad the Giants didn't stick with Carlos Correa. His damn foot's falling off. He can't do nothing with the plate right now, right? Get out of here. We all know what that was about. We all know what that whole fiasco with Carlos Correa was all about. Getting Yordan would be better than Soto, you think? I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know. I like Soto's eye. Yeah, he did drop the ball on that one, Fossey. Yeah, Soto is younger. And he's just got a better eye, man. It's not just about the power. His eye is just excellent. Gives you good at-bats. And yeah, Soto will take a walk. No doubt about it. Look at that. Dan's leaving me hanging while he's doing fantasy baseball stuff. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jason L. When was the last time Giants got someone in free agent that is elite on offense and can hit? Elite, the last free agent that was elite on offense and can hit. Probably Barry Bonds, huh? Right? You're talking elite on offense? Yeah, probably Barry Bonds is the last free agent. Hunter Pence, he was decent, but I wouldn't say he was elite. Melky Cabrera. Yeah. When he was juiced up. Well, Vespa, you got to think about this. He talks about 3 different teams in the last 3 years. You got to remember how that all worked out, though. He became he got traded to the Padres from the Nationals. So it was a trade. He had nothing to do with that. It was a trade. Washington got a haul. San Diego got years of control for Soto, right? Well, then Soto signed. Wait, how did that work? How did he go to the Yankees? Was it just a 1-year deal? I'm trying to remember how that worked. I don't think San Diego didn't want to get rid of him, but it had to do with payroll, right? They just couldn't trade him, or they couldn't afford to pay him, I should say. And now he's going to be a free agent. So it's not necessarily the fault of his. It's just the circumstances of where he is in his contracts with different teams. I don't think it speaks to his quote unquote clubhouse actions. Haniger is hitting for the Mariners. Watch LA get Soto. Yeah, that's possible. No problem, Vespa. I'm not trying to, say that you're not wrong, but I'm just saying, hey, I think it just had to do with the nature of how his contracts were. What's up, 49er Media? If LA gets Soto, yeah, I know. I mean, be ready for it. You never know. Just temper your expectations I appreciate that, Asif. Just when you get in, we're talking months down the road, but when we come to the off season, try not to get too high. Don't believe everything that's being reported until it actually happens, because I'm pretty sure the whole Soto sweepstakes is going to be absolutely insane. Just like how it was with Ohtani and then Judge before that, it's going to be a damn circus. Though I would throw a 10-year deal at him. How old is he? 26? I would do it. Would the Giants do it? I don't know. They paid $2.5 billion to go to build Mission Rock, though, right? If they could spend $2.5 billion on Mission Rock, maybe throw some of that money towards a player for Oracle Park. What's greater, Oracle Park or Mission Rock? You tell me. Yes, Soto is a Boris guy. That's another thing you got to take in consideration. Soto is a Boris guy. Don't forget, Pete Alonso is also going to be a free agent next year. Who else is there? There's someone else out there too. Can't remember. There's someone else out there that's going to be a free agent as well. Good point, Ramos. Ownership could have saved a ton of money by not signing Soler and Chapman. Just play the kids. I know. I don't get it either. Burns, yes, Mark. I forgot about that. Corbin Burns is also going to be. So you got Corbin Burns. You got Pete Alonso. You got Juan Soto. You got some guys out there. If I'm not mistaken, I do not think Burns has Boris as an agent. I don't think. Or does he? Maybe he does. Actually, I think maybe he does. I think Boris has all three of those guys. Imagine that. Well, here's the problem with that, Ryan, is you got to get more than just one elite player. You got to have guys. The good thing is it looks like Ramos is showing that, he's going to be a good player. We don't know how good, but it looks like he's going to be a good player. Matos has the potential. He's still young. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. Luciano, we're hoping that he is going to be the guy that we want him to be. But you still got to have a couple of vets in there that's going to help the team, not only with the young guys, but also be able to contribute. You got Bailey. Yep, true. Boris has created a perfectly well-oiled machine like the Ford factory back in the day, proven results for players. Yeah, the thing is that he kind of took a hit this last offseason. Just a little bit. We'll see how much his stock has fallen from last year. What's up, Morcana? How's it going, man? Same with you, Will. Much appreciated. We got some work going on, huh? We got some business getting done today. Woo! Man. I think we got a new king of fantasy. That's, I think, a new king of fantasy trades.
Unbelievable.
New king of fantasy trades, man.
I see it. What did you give up? You gave up Devers and Fry.
Oh, we got big things happening here in NorCal Fantasy Baseball League, man. Stuff, guys flying all over the place, rearranging rosters.
Eric, after he said playing musical chairs the other night, he's now shuffling his deck. And see, it's fun to make trades.
It is.
Especially when you steal a guy.
Especially when my lineup sucks.
You've made over your Devers is a loss.
Devers is could be a loss because that guy plays all over the place.
So you're getting Tucker, who's injured. No baseball activities still. Sounds like it might be a deep bruise that could take him out for maybe another 3 months, is what I'm hearing. They're saying late August now that he should be back. It's only June 18th.
Yep.
I guess it's only 2 months, not 3 months. They said late August. Did you see that report?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, late August for Tucker.
That sucks.
They said it's a shin bruise, contusion.
A shin bruise.
He got hit the ball off his shin, and
you kind of talked about this, man. What are these men made of today, man? Goodness gracious.
He's not able to put any pressure on the leg.
That's rough.
Let me see.
So we're talking freaking free agents here now. That's possible, Jason. I said that. Depending on what the Yankees do here, how deep they get into the postseason, that could be a determining factor. No doubt about it. They win the World Series, I think he goes back to New York.
He's going to stay in New York. He's going to be a Met or a Yankee next year. Just mark it down. He's not leaving the limelight. He'll get big money offer from both of those teams, and he won't go anywhere. But New York, I think he's, made for New York. Juan Soto. Yeah. So let me close my door here. Okay. I'll be right back again.
All right. All right. What else we got out here? Burns is CAA. Okay, so he's not good. He's not a Boris client. But he is for Alonso and Soto. That I do know. Bob Rad says, imagine a more mature and seasoned Lee, Ramos, Matos, Luciano, Eldridge, Wisely. Young guys on the way up. Yeah. There's potential there, Bub. There's potential. We'll see where it goes, though. We'll see. 24-time All-Star. Yeah, that's what's up, Mike? How's it going, man? We just need to seriously overpay. Well, I get what you're saying, but that's up to ownership, man. And to a lesser extent, Farhan. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Brian, that 4 home run game came while he was sick. He had the flu. I guess the night before he had some bad ribs or something like that. And I guess he was sick as a dog. And he came out there and he actually hit a 4 home run, had a 4 home run game after being sick all night the night prior, supposedly. Who's pitching tomorrow? Johnny undecided. It's probably going to be Howard, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. Who knows? And for the Cubs, it's Kyle Hendricks. Yeah, Jordan's flu game has nothing on Willie's. Will the Giants ever sign a big free agent again? I don't know. I don't know, man. Not under Farhan, no. It won't be under Farhan. It will be definitely someone else. Well, I guess I shouldn't. You never know. You never know. I highly doubt it that they sign a big free agent under Farhan. Matt says, I'm sick of the Rogers brothers. Yeah. You never know what you're going to get when they come out there. And, to Tyler's defense, a lot of those hits were just seeing eyes, right? It wasn't hard hit. It was weak contact, but they found holes. That happens in baseball. You put the ball in play, you never know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, I found some holes. One of them hit off the glove of Chapman. And then one hard hit ball went down the right field line. So I wouldn't say, is he wasn't getting up loud contact. You know what I'm saying? People weren't tattooing the ball. It happens in baseball. But to your point, yeah, I always get weird. I always get nervous when the Rogers come in because you never know. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I don't know what's going on with Tom Murphy, man. Still recovering from that knee, I guess. Probably after the All-Star break, maybe. I'm guessing. Haven't heard nothing on him, though. What's up, Shardall? Vespa says Friedman would spin, Farhan would penny pinch. Correct. Dan is working the phones, Mike. Can you guess what he's working the phones about? Mike, I'll give you one guess, and I guarantee you that you'll probably nail it on the first try. I'm doing well, Shardall. Thank you. No, it's not a call-in show, Shardall. Will the Giants ever be as good as the Dodgers? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Thanks, Vespa. Appreciate that. Yeah, Will. It's your fault, man. Well, Kyle, I don't have to set a timer if he doesn't come on, right? Right? Much better than a clock. I think Shardall should call in and tell us about Willie Mays. Really? Oh my God. Will Brooks get sent down soon? Man, he's going to be in a starting lineup tomorrow. There's a righty pitching tomorrow. Come on. You know what that means, Mike? When a righty is pitching, who's going to be at first base? Come on. I wonder if Willie ever talked to Farhan. Hey, that's a good one. Maybe we'll hear about that after Farhan leaves the organization, whenever that may be. Remember Jackson Reitz? Oh, yes. Good old Jackson Reitz. What else we got here? Oh, here. How can we expect to steal bases when everyone on the team is over 30 years old and has below average speed? Yeah, good question there, Matt. And the guys that do have speed, they don't steal. Tyra Estrada's got a little bit of speed. Fitzgerald has excellent speed. Ramos has some good speed. But hey, they get on base and they just stay there. It's station to station with this team, man. Station to station. Nope, me neither, Matt. Never heard about him prior to when he got called up. Farhan would have platooned Willie. We talked about that a little bit. I had a sneeze there. I did not abandon. No, Shardall, I will not. I like Wisely leading off, and he can hit lefties. Yeah, I agree. Wisely has shown that he can hit against lefties. I like that. And he gives you a good at-bat, too. Yeah, I think Wisely's doing a fantastic job right now, considering how they're playing him. It's kind of criminal having platooning him, but, it is what it is. It's going to be the Ahmed and Wisely show at short. It's going to be the Brooks and Flores show at first. The outfield is going to involve, a combination of, it's always going to be Ramos, but then everything else is going to be a combination of Conforto, Yaz, and Slater. That's how it is. And that's something, Bub Rab, speaking to what you're saying, a lot of the analytic guys, they don't like stealing. They think it's, giving up outs. And that was before the rule change, right? Now with the rule change, it's so much easier to steal a base now. The pitcher only can throw over 2 times. The bases are bigger. I mean, you're asking guys to steal. I don't understand it. And like I said, the Giants have a few guys that can actually go out there and steal. I'm not saying they could go running all over the place like some of these other teams, but man, once in a while, go out there and steal a base. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand. Give Chardall his 10 minutes of fame. Man, you know how many minutes of fame he's had on this channel? Come on, man. Maybe Farhan doesn't think the sample size is big enough to, I don't know, man. You see some of these other teams that are stealing all over the place. I mean, you put pressure on the defense. Not only, you put pressure on the defense, you never know what can happen. You could generate runs without having to freaking hit a home run. The Giants have an issue trying to get guys in with runners in scoring position. So if you steal some bases, you increase those chances of trying to knock someone in from scoring position because they can't do it right now. That is correct, Matt. We're not adding any name at the trade deadline. You remember what happened last year, right? You remember what happened last year. Look at the move that they made last year, Matt. And they were in the number 1 position of the wild card. When you're in that position, you want to go out there and make your team as good as it can be because you're getting ready for the playoff run. And all he did is get AJ Pollock, who lasted, I think, 1 game. And pull a damn oblique by throwing the ball back into the infield. That was just ridiculous. How do you make just one move and that type of move when you're the number 1 team in the wild card? Who's got the most stolen bases in the league? Oh, that's a good question. Not sure. Might be Cincinnati. I'm guessing Cincinnati. Yeah, he got 1 hit with the Giants. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. Made no sense. We did like a 4-hour, we did like 2-hour shows for the trade deadline last year. And that was the biggest letdown ever. It was horrible. And yes, you do avoid double plays with stealing. Yes, you do, bub. about that, Cincinnati? There we go. Yeah, Ellie, man, that guy can run, but man, that guy he's a human strikeout. Whoo. Whoo. It's the only thing. He just needs to work on his approach. I think he's got an over a 30% K rate. I think it's like 36% strikeout rate. Whew. Trade with the A's. Will. We're going to get JD on waivers pretty soon. Yeah. I don't think JD is going to come back here. I think he can make that. Well, no. I think the team can make that decision, right? I don't think he's been outrighted yet, right? Isn't he going through waivers? And then if he doesn't go through waivers, he could choose just to be outrighted. Then he could make his deal wherever he wants. I think that's how that works. I have no idea, senior. Come on in, Shardall. There's the link. I've released the Kraken, Fosse. That's what I did. Come on, Shardall. Come on, Shardall. Ladies and gentlemen, what you've all been waiting for. He has his own theme music. This is the music that I will play for every time Shardall comes on. Ladies and gentlemen, Shardall.
Hey Eric, how's it going tonight? I really love coming on a NorCal Sports Network. I love your show, man. Your show is great. And I'll always be a supporter of the network.
Man, you got to wait till the song ends, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, Eric.
You're going to get messed with today, Shardall, I think.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Shardall. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Where's Dan?
He's on the phone, taking care of business. Tell us about Willie Mays there, Shardall.
I'm as a Giants fan, I'm so heartbroken that Willie Mays died at the age of 93. He was a great role model.
Okay. Good deal. What, you got a fond memory of Mr. Mays? right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Chardon. Give him a nice round of applause. The man, the myth, the legend. A man with few words. Man. I gave him his chance. I gave him his chance. I tell you what, guys. 154 people are watching, both on YouTube and Twitter. Make sure you like and you subscribe. Leave a comment down below once the show is finished. How about we do this? Who are you guys gonna who is the Giants all-star right now, guys? Who is the Giants all-star? Here on June 18th. Who is the Giants 2024 all-star? That is correct, Brian. It is Ramos. There you go, guys. Make sure you're out there. Go make sure you vote for Ramos for your Giants all-star. Right? I think he deserves it. Go for it. Make sure you vote. I know the voting is open, so let's make sure we're getting out there and vote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll try to give him one more try here. Chardon, get with the program. All right? We'll try this again, guys. Take 2. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody we've been waiting for has his own theme music. The one and only Chardon. All right, Chardon, what's up, man? What do you got? Let's hear it.
Hey, Rome, I really love the NorCal Sports Network. You're a great host.
Appreciate
and I
that,
love the
Chardon.
show, man. You slay
Appreciate
it.
it.
You know
I
how to
appreciate
run
it.
the show really well.
I thank you, Chardon.
And I know that because you and Dan work really well together.
Yeah, we do. It's pretty good.
As a Giants fan, I'm really heartbroken that Willie Mays passed away at the age of 93. You know, he was a role model. He taught so many players the game. And then, you know, it's just like, you know, that's why, you know, people live a short life, right? So you got to live the life as long as it is. And then that's just how,
hey, you know
that's
what?
just how it goes, right?
That's one thing. He lived a long and full life, which is fantastic. Do you have a favorite Willie Mays memory?
My favorite Willie Mays memory was when I went to Oracle Park and they were wishing Willie Mays a happy birthday.
Oh, nice. You were there when they
wished Willie Mays on the live screen.
That's cool. Nice. That's cool.
And yeah, and Say Hey, the Willie Mays song. I could listen to that like over like 20
Say
times.
Hey, Say Willie.
I could listen to the song over and over and over again.
Speaking of which, I need to tell Glenn, hey, he needs to play that tonight. I don't know if he can. Glenn, are you out there? Can you play Say Hey? That would be awesome if you could do that tonight.
When I heard that
Willie
Willie Mays,
awesome.
when I heard that Willie Mays passed away today, I was crying.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably quite a few people that did.
I mean, it was
Right.
just I was just crying tears because like he's my favorite Giant. He's always going to be forever Giant.
Mhm.
He's going to be the greatest Giant of all time.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I mean,
I
what
hear
were
you.
your thoughts when you heard that he passed away?
Oh, I was kind of taken aback a little bit. Wasn't expecting. I knew he came out with a statement saying he wasn't going to make it to Rickwood. But the guy is 93 years old. There was only going to be you're only on this earth for a finite amount of time. So,
for me, I've been a Giants fan for a while now, and it's just I'm going to be a passionate member of this team. Like I'm always going to root this team on every single game they play. Win or lose shows how much of a fan I am. Doesn't matter if this team wins. Doesn't matter if this team loses. Shows how much of a passionate fan I am of this organization.
Okay. Would you agree that being a passionate fan also involves, being critical if the team is not doing what they're supposed to be doing?
I mean, I agree with you 100% on that point, Eric, that sometimes if your team doesn't do well, you got to be critical and tell them that you're not doing well, even though that's not what you would like to say. You want your team to play the best they can. You do not want to say, you do not want to be critical on telling a team that they're not having a good performance.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that, right? Because you can't have that blind loyalty. Just because you're a Giants fan doesn't mean it precludes you from saying, you know what, you guys are sucking right now and something needs to be changed.
I mean, for me as a Giants fan, I've been going to many Giants games and I hope to go to many more throughout the season because, maybe go to maybe like 5 or 6 more games, maybe go out to the ballpark.
Cool. Nice. Who do you think is the Giants all-star right now?
Heliot Ramos is the Giants all-star.
Okay.
And people have to vote for Heliot Ramos because he's having a phenomenal year so far.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I would agree with you. I think you should get that kid selected into the all-star game.
What will
100%.
it take for Giants fans to vote Heliot Ramos into the MLB all-star game?
You got to vote, man. That's what you got to do. People got to vote. That's the whole point of it.
So you the Giants were going to go for the sweep, but they won game 1 of the series and lost game 2. They have to win game 3. They have to come out with the firepower and win game 3.
Yeah, what do you
if
think?
They don't win game 3, I don't think I think the Cubs are probably going to take it.
You think? Yeah, they might.
Because the Cubs have already won game 1, so they probably might win they might win the third game, well, because they got Cody Bellinger, they got Dansby Swanson, they got Nico Horner. They got a lot of good players on the Cubs.
They got some decent players. What would you say is the biggest issue with the Giants right now?
The pitching is the biggest issue with the Giants.
Okay. Good answer.
I mean, what were your thoughts when Camilo Doval threw the water cooler in frustration and threw his glove on the ground? Do you think that you think that in sports, do you need that in sports? I don't think there's no need.
I don't know, man.
To release that much frustration in sports. I mean, it's just the game, right? You don't have to get that angry.
The only person he had to blame at that point in time was himself. Now, I preface this by saying that Melvin should not have used Doval in that situation in any way, shape, or form. That was dumb. There was no reason why Doval needed to come
when the Giants had a big lead.
But real quick, once you get the call, you got to go out there and you got to perform. Even if it's in a situation that's not quote unquote your specialty, you still got to go out there and you got to execute your pitches, period.
So when the Giants had a big lead in the game, there was no need to put Doval in the game.
No, there wasn't.
They already had a big lead. They were about to win the game, and Doval gave up 4 runs.
He did. I mean, they still won the game, but it was just that was not because look what you did now. Now you couldn't have Doval come out and well, I don't know if he would have been able to close, but he wasn't available today. So you had to use different guys in the bullpen to try to piece together the game today, and it kind of didn't work out. Again, Tyler had a little bit of unluck because of the way the balls were hit.
The Giants were leading by 11 runs. It was 13-2, and Duvall gave up 4 runs, and they still ended up winning by 7 runs. But you should not end up giving 4 runs. That is unacceptable. You cannot give
is.
4 runs to the Cubs. I mean,
No.
you can't give 4 runs.
Well, it wasn't the Cubs, but no, I know what you're saying.
But you can't give 4 runs. That's unacceptable.
no.
Some
Correct.
things in baseball are completely uncalled for. Like, you can't let these things happen in sports. I mean, it's a game, and some days you're gonna have a great game. Some days you're not gonna have such a great game, and the team needs to be criticized when their performance isn't up to par.
Exactly. So, you think the Cubs are going to win tomorrow? Huh? It's possible.
I think that if the Giants have enough firepower and they bring it out tomorrow, I think the Giants might win it.
They're going against Kyle Hendricks. The guy he throws a lot of junk up there, so it's going to be kind of hard to get hard contact. We'll see how it works.
I mean, like I dislike the Cubs, but their theme song "Go Cubs Go" is has a great catchy vibe to it.
Yeah, it's kind of catchy, isn't it?
But it kind of makes me, but when I listen to "Go Cubs Go," to me as a Giants fan, when I listen to that song, people kind of look at me strange. That
they give you the side eye. Is that what you're saying? They're giving you the side eye.
To a song that's saying "Go Cubs Go." Like, why? Like, why are you listening to that song? Like, they look at me with a strange look on their face that you're a Giants fan and you end up listening to the Cubs song. I mean, like, but it's a catchy song. I mean, what am I gonna do about it, right? Like, if some songs are very catchy, some songs have a great beat to them, and then you end up listening to them, even though people look at me with a strange look. I'm not gonna let that stop me. If it's a good song, I'll listen to it.
All right, you gonna watch the Rickwood game?
I mean, I'm gonna end up watching that game because that's gonna be history. Unfortunately, it's too bad that Willie Mays isn't gonna be able to attend the Rickwood game.
Well, he wasn't gonna attend anyways. He came out with a statement. Matter of fact, it was yesterday. They came out with a statement saying he was not gonna be able to attend. And I kind of figured that with his age, he probably wouldn't have made it. But hey, Chardal, did you know that this show is sponsored?
Is the show sponsored by Northern Lights Entertainment?
Absolutely. Have you gone to the website to take a listen?
I have not checked out Northern Lights Entertainment, but I'm definitely going to go and subscribe to Glenn and give Glenn a like and a follow.
You don't. Well, first off, it's not a YouTube channel. It's a radio station. As a matter of fact, there's like 5 different radio stations that you can listen to live on Northern Lights Entertainment Radio.ca. And you know what else, Chardal?
What do you have to tell me?
Did you know that I am on the radio with Glenn? It's Glenn and Eric.
You are on the radio?
Yes.
Wish you the best on the radio. I wish you the best of luck on the radio.
Okay, it's been pretty cool. Hey, take a listen.
Rock and Talk with Eric and Glenn.
Hey, wait a second. Hold on.
Rock and Talk with Glenn and Eric.
Hey, that's better.
Saturday mornings at 10 and rebroadcast Sunday morning at 7 on 103.5 Capital FM.
There you go, Chardal.
I think you and Glenn make a good duo together, but I'm pondering that are you and Glenn a much better duo, or are you and Dan a much better duo? I mean, you're both great. You're on a radio station, so that's a pretty big deal for you. What made you get on the radio with Glenn?
Well, Glenn asked me. He asked me, say, hey, you want to try doing this show called Rock and Talk? I was like, sure. How about that? So take a listen there, Chardal. Saturdays at 10 a.m. on 103.5 FM, or I should say Capital FM. You could stream it.
If you were to choose 4 players that would make it on the Giants Wall of Fame outside Oracle Park, what will your 4 players be? And they can be, they don't have to be in any particular order. You could List them in whichever order you want to list them in.
Haven't we done this before?
I don't
Yes,
think so.
it is
I don't think
Pacific.
so. We've done it. Eric,
Appreciate it, Mo. Appreciate
you
it.
know how much I like talking with you and Dan on this network?
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's a pleasure of mine to come on here.
Hey, do you want to hear a little snippet of what we did last weekend?
I would love to hear a little bit of that.
Take a listen.
If you're not listening to Rock and Talk with Glenn and Eric, here's what you miss.
You know, it's one thing being on a battleground where, you know, where armies are fighting, you know, because when armies are fighting, they know what they're getting themselves into for the most part. But when you're going to a concentration camp, you know, you're talking about innocent civilians who have nothing to do with this only because of their race. I mean, it's just absolutely horrendous.
Rock and Talk with Glenn and Eric. Saturday mornings at 10 and rebroadcast Sunday mornings at 7 on 103.5 Capital FM. If you're not listening to Rock and Talk with Glenn and Eric, here's what you miss.
There you go. There's the snippet.
I mean, that's great. I mean, you know, it's great that Glenn reached out to you. Because now you get to be out with Glenn on Saturdays in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. We have a good time. Listen to some classic rock, and we get to talk. How about that?
What have you been doing?
That's why it's called Rock and Talk.
What do you do when you're not doing anything?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
What do you do when you're not doing anything? How do you stay active? Like, what do you do? Do you watch TV a lot? Netflix?
No, I don't watch Netflix.
What do you do?
Do quite a bit of reading, working around the house.
How often do you do Military History Chronicles?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna be doing one on June 27th after the presidential debate. I will be doing an episode.
Who are you gonna be voting in the election, Trump or Biden?
I'm not saying. How about you?
I'm probably gonna go Joe Biden.
Goodbye. Okay.
He's back.
Goodbye, Joe Biden. That's it.
Oh man, people can vote for Joe Biden.
Sure. It's just. Vote for a guy who doesn't even know where he's at. Give me a break. Okay. All right. Will B has lost his mind. I think this is a joke. I honestly think these guys are going back. I don't think these are real trades. This is just a joke. This is a joke, and these are not going to be accepted tonight. This is all part of a show. There's no way that these trades are happening. I guarantee this. I now know what's going on. These trades are going to be rejected, and this was already orchestrated for this show tonight. There's no way. I guarantee it. If these deals go down, we'll be. This is a joke. It's now a joke. It's now gotten to be a joke.
Oh man!
So that one just tipped the scales. It's not real. It's not real.
Oh my gosh!
Will be good one. You went too far with that one. Seth Lugo for Julio Rodriguez.
Come on, the second one didn't get you through. The second one didn't mess with you.
Well, all of them did, but now that I'm just like, it's a joke. Now I know this was pre-orchestrated.
Oh my God.
That's a good one, guys. That's a good one. For the third one, I'm like, I mean, the second one was actually a legitimate trade.
Oh my God. Oh. When I saw the J-Rod thing come through, I was like, oh, here we go. And listen to this. The J-Rod one pissed you off so bad, you kick Shard off straight off the show.
No, I kicked him off for when he said he's voting for Biden because it's just like whatever. You can vote for you want. I don't care.
Man.
But so this was all a joke, right?
Dan doesn't know whether it's a joke or not.
It's got to be a joke. I mean, it's all a joke.
Oh my God.
This is funny. Well, the judge deal should have been a joke because what I was offering and then what you offered, I thought we had a real deal. But when I saw this J-Rod for Seth Lugo, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Here's the timeline. So I trade for Judge. And then Dan immediately wants to know, hey, how about Tucker? So then I trade for Tucker, and then Dan goes, hey, I want J-Rod. And then immediately.
So you guys are. Well, when I saw that one, I said, I said, Senior was in on this. All you guys were in on this. That's cool.
Well, no, not all of us.
Just
me and Will.
Okay. So, but the Senior's got to be in it to know not to rescind those.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Will's been talking to Senior about that.
He says there's a legitimate trade.
There is a legitimate trade in one of those.
I think it's the Tucker deal looks legitimate to me. Devers and Fry.
No, it's going to be Imanaga for Tucker. Imanaga and Doyle for Tucker and Langford. That's going to be the legitimate one.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. But that one didn't. That's mixed. That one wasn't in there though.
No, it wasn't. We're gonna fix it all up.
Okay. Man, I offered more for Tucker, but that's okay.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Helps me a little bit in my hitting.
That's not bad. And I was messing with you, Tucker. I don't think he's out till August, but
I know that. I know what you're doing.
He might be out till July sometime though.
That's fine. Whatever. I also got a couple of guys that are supposed to come back after the All-Star break. So we'll see what happens.
That's good. That's good. I didn't think he was the whole joke almost. If the judge hand was broken, that would have been something.
Yeah, that was not planned. That was not planned. Oh my gosh! Because as a matter of fact, I thought,
what the heck is Will doing? Has he lost his mind? I mean,
when I saw the news about Judge, I was like, if the news came that it was broken, I was going to tell Will, hell, we'll cancel that actual trade because that would suck. But dude, after the way you acted a couple of nights ago with all those trades, we're like, we cannot pass this up.
Have some fun on me.
Oh,
you guys,
God, man!
I was coming back. This is collusion. There's something going on here that's funny. So
not collusion, just some fun.
Yeah, just some fun. That's fine. Actually, I was the other night when I threw my hat at the camera. I was frustrated because I had this deal with Glenn, and I thought I did because Glenn sent it to me. And then I'm working on it with Glenn, and I'm like Glenn answer, respond, but he doesn't have his phone with him. So I got to get his attention. And then all of a sudden Will gets in, and I'm like, and I was like,
oh my God, that was hilarious.
But I was never like for maybe 10 seconds, I was frustrated and upset, but then I was like, whatever, this is just fantasy baseball. It's not, but
all right. Hey man, we gotta shut this. We've been going 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Senior, I know you need that, but I need home runs too.
We all do. We all need home runs in RBI. All three of us.
We're 1, 2, and 3 at the bottom, right?
I think so.
Yeah, home runs.
Yeah.
You are
1. I'm 1.
1. I am 2, and Senior is. Oh, Senior's moved up to 5. No, Senior's 3. I'm looking at South City Gigant. I get those. I look at the.
That's Cliff. Yeah.
3. So how did it end up tonight? Did I stay at under? Did I lose a half, or did I pick up my half back with saves? I picked up a save.
You lost a half a point.
I lost a half. who's let's see, above me.
Above you
was nothing like it.
Cliff,
What did he
nothing like it, got 4 points.
Dang.
+4. Will +3.5.
Will?
Mm-hmm.
How do these guys? I don't get it. He hits 188.
Senior -2.5.
I don't get it. Will hits 188 and goes nowhere and goes up 3. I have a pretty decent night of hitting and I lose. And I didn't have a bad night of pitching. I don't know how these things must be like so close together.
I think you just have to exceed the guy ahead of you in whatever standing it is, and then you go up. If you can't, even if you have a monster night, if you're so far behind, you're just not going anywhere.
Right. That's all right. I'll just play the long game. All right. All right. Let's get out of here. I'm done. Yeah. All right, guys. So
some music going.
So I know. So every time I'm coming after Will tonight, he texts you and says, "All right, let's make."
Yeah, we just were gonna.
Drowning you out.
Oh, it's the stupid music. Yeah. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were just gonna do the judge one, but then Will says, "Oh man, he's asking for Tucker. Accept this trade." I was like, "Okay." Boop.
So the Tucker one you already had worked out prior to? Or?
Yeah, we already worked that out.
Oh,
okay. But we changed it to put the judge just to see what you would do. And then you asked for Tucker. So then I was like, okay. And then he's like, hey, accept this for Tucker. I was like, okay. He's like, we'll just switch it back afterwards. And then all of a sudden I see another trade. I was like, what is this? And I saw J-Rod.
How do you switch it back if it's already accepted?
We'll probably have to redo the trades.
You're going to have senior because it's in the system as accepted.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to work around that. We'll get.
You're going to have senior reject him. I think you should make him go through. Senior,
if they go through, then we just do the trade
back. Just trade him back.
Yeah, just trade everyone back.
Yeah. Does he have any Imanaga? You gave up Imanaga?
Yeah, I gave up Imanaga. Yep.
Imanaga and what?
Imanaga and Doyle for Tucker and Langford.
You're getting Tucker and Langford.
Yep.
And Langford's like a ping pong ball in this league.
Yeah, he is. He's all over the damn place, isn't he?
How many teams has he been on?
He was on. Who was he originally with? Like, I know you had him, and didn't Mike have him? I think Will had him. Now I got him.
Oh man, yeah. Some of the guys do bounce around. Yeah. All right, guys. Very good. Have a great night. Tomorrow, Giants play the Cubs at 11? What's the game time tomorrow? Game time. Come on. Find this. Tomorrow's game time. I think it's 11:15 our time. 11:20. 11:20. So that game will end about 1:45, 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't know. Usual time, 8:30. We don't seem to draw well until after 8. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, we started off really sluggish in the 7:30 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that, but
you know,
with the news of Willie Mays.
We wanted to make some stuff out of that, put some stuff together, make some 10-minute clips of those. Maybe, Exactly. All right, guys. We're out.
Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Is this the right? I want to know if that's it. Yeah, we're probably going to get a hit if we do that.
What's that?
The Say Hey song.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Nah, we'll pass on that. Maybe another time.
Say hey. Say hey.
Say Willie. Yep. That's great.
Yeah, man. Willie, what a legend, man.
It's going to be can't miss baseball on Thursday when they're in Rickfield.
I think
Rickwood.
I think the McCovey one caught me caught me early. You know, I was expecting the Mays one. You know, Willie McCovey was more. I mean, I love Mays, but I grew up more on Willie in his, you know, in his
when you saw him when he came up. Yeah.
Well, I didn't see him when he came up 59. I was.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, never.
I wasn't even born, but he just a few years longer with Willie.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got to see his last game when I was like 18 or whatever I was. And that was a whole lot. That was special.
Yep.
Thanks, Red Jet.
All right,
thanks,
guys.
everybody. Thank you guys for joining. Tomorrow night, 8:30, rubber game of the series. Giants Cubbies. Johnny undecided going up against
Kyle Hendricks.
Kyle Hendricks, who throws a lot of junk.
He does.
You know, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It's probably going to be Spencer Howard.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hopefully they don't just pull out that opener crap and then go with Howard. I mean,
They probably will. They probably will.
Just it's like whatever.
It'll be
if that happens, you know it's Farhan.
Yep.
'Cause,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow night, 8:30.
Make sure you go out there and vote for Ramos.
Yeah.